Serving Amherst and Amherst Township, your hometown television station, Amherst City Cable.
Well, hello, sports fans. Welcome to the Sports Show. I'm your host, Ty House, along with the original big homie,
Greg Haney. Glad to be back.
What's going on, Greg? How you feeling?
You know what, man? I got to be honest. It's the best NBA Finals I can remember watching in a long time.
Man, I mean, these have been three great games.
Incredible. Both teams, either one, could be up 3-0 right now.
Easy,
yeah.
Easy. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers against the Golden State Warriors. The Cavaliers took the lead last night to go ahead 2-1. And, I mean, what was a dramatic fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, they were up, 17?
17 to start the fourth quarter.
And I think that's where their biggest problem's coming in, is that they can't seem to close out the Warriors. I mean, they get these big leads, and, the Warriors come storming back. Steph Curry finally showed up last night, which is good to see.
It's kind of scary to see.
A little bit,
Going forward, it's kind of scary to see. I mean, because you done had Dellavedova, who arguably could be the co-MVP, if not the MVP of this series.
Well, I think when you got LeBron dropping 41 a game, a couple triple-doubles, it's going to be tough to argue that.
But I could definitely see a in there.
Dellavedova has just here's the thing. This is what I found interesting about last night's game. Steph Curry, 27 points.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Dellavedova, 20.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. The Warriors can't let that happen.
Oh, no.
You can't have Curry only outscoring Matthew Dellavedova by 7 points. That just can't happen.
And a lot of that came in the fourth quarter. So, the first 3 quarters of the game, Dellavedova clearly outplayed the MVP, as well as game 2, which he locked him down, and Curry didn't score out a point as long as Dellavedova was checking him.
Here's my thing with this whole series so far at this point. I thought the Cavs were going to have a tough time with Kyrie Irving healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I figured that at best they could take it 6 games, they're probably going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
When Irving went down, I thought, man, this thing is completely over. To see the Cavs up 2-1 right now is just blowing my mind. But I don't think that Golden State's used to having teams getting this physical with them over a 7-game series.
I think the fourth quarter of last night kind of gave them the feeling of, we can handle this.
Yeah.
And then as far as Dellavedova go, we have to respect the fact that Dellavedova checks Kyrie Irving every day in practice.
That's true.
His whole purpose in practice is to make things tough on Kyrie Irving every day in practice. So what he's doing right now is not a surprise to nobody on that Cleveland team. They know that this is what he can do because they've seen it every day in practice for the whole past year.
Yeah.
It's just been something different, like you say, to Curry, because he's been assigned to Curry. Don't worry about nothing else going on this court. You stay with Curry.
What I thought was interesting last night, too, was David Lee getting back in on the action a little bit. Because he was a 2010 guy, 2 years ago, probably?
Right.
And, did the Warriors kind of unlock something last night where they might have found a combination on the court that might work a little bit better? Is David Lee, might he become a key to the series going forward? I mean,
Coach Kerr definitely had to do some experimenting down 17. He had to throw a couple of different looks at the Cavaliers, and I heard Mark Jackson say several times that I don't even think this combination of players have played together all playoffs, so we're going to see how this works. And it kind of shook things up because Cleveland didn't really know what was going on either.
That's the thing. The Cavs, they're capable of getting out to the big lead, but they can't seem to hold on to it. I mean, they have been fighting to the bitter end all 3 games. I mean, they lost the game 1 in overtime, which they probably should have won. They had to go to overtime in game 2, and then last night they had to hold them off again. And it's just been an incredible series. I mean, I don't even know where to start with LeBron James.
That's what I was going to speak on, LeBron James. This man is playing arguably one of the best finals ever of any player. 41 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists a game.
Yeah.
That's almost a triple-double.
Almost.
You might as well say it's a triple-double. I mean,
what was about 250 left in the game last night? They said he was 2 assists short of a triple.
2 assists short.
I was hoping he'd get it, but
it's truly amazing. And like I say, for him to be putting up those type of numbers and to actually hear the buzz of man, Dellavedova could still get this MVP. It's like, wait a minute. Now, I guess because we expect these numbers from LeBron. We expect what LeBron is doing.
Yeah.
His 41 is quiet. Like, if you didn't, after watching the entire game, if you didn't look in the box score, you wouldn't know that LeBron had 40.
No. It's just been, I'm trying to think of, I've seen a lot of NBA Finals over my life. The closest thing I can think of to this that I've seen was when Magic in game, I think, 6 against the Sixers when he played center when Kareem was out. It's like seeing that 3 times in a row with LeBron.
Yeah, that was his rookie year.
Yeah.
Speaking of Magic, I was looking at the day in history, and today is the 19th, 18th year anniversary of the Junior Skyhook in Game 4 over the Boston Celtics.
All right.
As well as today is the day that the first woman was drafted by an NBA player in 1977.
Really?
Lucy Harris.
Really?
I never even knew
that either, yeah.
When I looked at that, I was like, what?
Whatever became of her, do we know?
Let's see.
That's interesting.
Drafted in the 7th round by the Utah Jazz.
Wow.
Look like we got publicity. Monday, the Jazz have taken their 7th pick more seriously. What is she doing now? Lucia is her name.
Was it just a publicity stunt, or did they really draft her to play? I mean, was she a player, or was it just
She now lives in Greenwood, Mississippi. She plays the piano.
Okay.
It's a big old article.
Wow, I had no idea that ever happened.
I might have to look over this during our break and give you a little bit more information.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's a truly interesting fact that I never even knew a woman was drafted in the NBA.
Never heard of it.
To be as recent as 1977 was like, wait a minute, that's in my span.
Yeah. But yeah, this finals has just been incredible. I mean, I don't even know. I'm surprised that the Cavs are up 2-1. In some ways, and I'm also a little bit disappointed they're not up 3-0. But here's my question to you: Can they finish this out? Because I got a theory on why I think it's going to be tough for them as this thing goes forward.
Like I say, that fourth quarter, I'm gonna say 2 things. Yesterday's fourth quarter seemed like Golden State got it together. The whole entire team: Iguodala, Thompson, Curry, Green's a little injured, but that's what I want to speak on about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Last night you had Dellavedova rush to the hospital with cramps. The end of the game, LeBron got the dunk, he came down with cramps. LeBron has been playing heavy minutes.
Right.
You know, we done been in the overtime. That's eventually going to wear on you.
That's my question. That was my thing.
And it's eventually... Dellavedova, I know you've been guarding Kyrie, but that was practice. You ain't been running into the type of picks that you've been running into the past 3 days. So I feel like that's going to start to wear on them coming in Game 4.
That's my thoughts exactly.
And Curry, you know in his mind, if he got any kind of killer in him, he is ready to come out and put on a show. And I think him walking off that court with him shaking his head and his lip poked out just lets you know that I got that feeling, and I'm coming out Game 4. I'm going to give y'all 40, 45. And
yeah. Here's what I'm thinking for the Cavs. The longer it drags out, the tougher it's going to be for them to win, and for all the stuff you just brought up, because LeBron he's carrying the team on his back. There's no other way to put it. They don't have as much depth now because you look at the guys that are out for the team. And they're just going to get tired. If they have to keep putting up this kind of effort every night, at some point
they're going to hit that wall.
You're going to hit that wall, yeah. And you want to hope it's not Thursday night. You want they get up 3-1. Maybe they can take a night and say, okay, you know what? Game 5 back in Oakland. Well, we win or lose. We win it great, but you know what? At the end of the world, we can kind of rest up and come back to Cleveland and take it in Game 6. But the longer it goes, the tougher it's going to be for them to close out these Golden State Warriors.
Right. Because like Curry was saying last night, he said, we haven't been aggressive.
No.
To start the game off.
No.
Our offense has been off, and we haven't become aggressive till it was fourth quarter, and we had to do it. So to see them come out aggressive in Thursday's game, they done already experienced the Q crowd. It's just like it is in Oakland. It's just as loud. They're just rooting against you. But, I mean, all the pieces is there. They've been playing good games. And the other thing is, we all know all season long, if you hold Golden State under 100 points, your chances of winning is almost doubled. And that's what Cleveland been doing. LeBron has done a great job of trying to slow the game down,
Right.
bringing the ball up the court, and that's just been throwing. And then you got to give Tristan Thompson and Timothy Mozgov all the credit in the world.
Tristan Thompson right now, top rebounder in the finals, 14 a game.
And I mean, that, along with Mozgov, I hope I'm saying that right, has all but depleted Golden State's fast break.
Yeah.
I mean, because Golden State wants to get that miss and grab it and go. And they're not able to do that with Tristan Thompson. And not just Tristan Thompson, but Dellavedova. Dellavedova has been a beast. Him and Tristan Thompson, I was telling T. Kimmy earlier that Dellavedova and Tristan Thompson are playing like Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Both of them, they have the energy, the hustle, the aggressiveness. They are both playing like, you got 2 Dennis Rodmans on your team? That is a handful.
Yeah, well, you know, another thing, too, that I think is interesting with Tristan Thompson is that we saw it in Game 2. Mm-hmm. You know, it gets to be within 3 minutes. We're going to start fouling him. If all he's got to do is hit, I think he hit he's probably shooting 50% from the free throw line, but that's all he's got to do. And that kind of kills that strategy for them a little bit.
Yeah.
But what I find interesting, too, is I don't think Golden State was ready to have to maybe play a half-court game a lot more than they like or that they're used to.
Definitely.
And I think that's a big difference.
And that's going to be a big key in Game 4. I think they're going to get out and try to run from the onset.
Yeah.
And if they can do that, it's going to be trouble, because if they get over 100 points, it's going to be hard to beat them.
If they get to running and they get that game, you know, where they get the thing, they dictate the tempo of the game and they get the flow of their offense going, you got, you know, I mean, I know the Cavs have been playing great and all that, but eventually that's where they're going to start wearing them out.
All right. Another thing is, I would like to see Curry and Klay Thompson are so much of a threat from the three-point line. You could tell that the Cavaliers are overplaying that three-point.
Yeah.
And the driving lanes are open. They're open. You just have to take those driving lanes, and I mean, that's gonna spark it. Because now, if you're driving past the player, he gotta respect you driving past him. So he may be, if you get him on the heels, that jumper gonna open back up. And that shot is there for Klay Thompson and Curry. They don't need much room to get that shot.
No, but as long as
how they can get that.
But yeah, I mean, Curry hit a couple last night. I was like, how did he do that?
Right.
I mean, how did he do that?
In a phone booth with 3 people in there with him, you still got the shot off.
It was, but it's been just a fantastic finals. I can't think of one that's been this good in a while now.
All right, well, we got to take a break. We come back, we got more NBA finals. I'm going to look up a little bit about this Miss Lucy Harris.
Yeah, that's
and
interesting.
we'll see what's going on with her. This is the Sports Show. We'll be right back.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest. The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules. You tell me to stay away from drugs. To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%?
That's right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Our town, our TV. Amherst City Cable.
All right, welcome back to the sports show where I'm your host, Ty House, along with the original big homie,
Greg Haney.
Man, Greg, I just looked up some information about this Lucy Harris lady. You asked me, was it a publicity stunt? And the answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
She was the 7th pick. She was an All-American at Delta State, where she led the Lady Statesmen to 3 national titles.
Wow.
She was the star of the 1976 Olympic team, where she won a silver medal. She was 6'3", 185 pounds. She now lives in Greenwood, Mississippi.
Okay.
She's the coach of a high school basketball team. She's
of course.
a teacher and a PE instructor. She has twin daughters who play basketball.
All right.
They're 11 years old, and they're 5'7". And she has a son.
Well, they're going to get taller.
17.
Okay.
He is 6'11".
Uh-oh.
And just recently lost 40 pounds to get down to 320.
Get down to 320? Okay. Got a Shaq Jr. coming up in the ranks here.
He wants to be Shaquille, she said with a smile.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's really interesting. She said she knew she would never be able to compete with the likes of Bob Lanier, Dr. J, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Walton. So it was just really like a publicity stunt. But if the WNBA had existed 20 years ago, she said she would have cleaned up.
You know, I know a lot of people like to make fun of the WNBA, but I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I watch it all the time, but I think it's great that it exists. I'll say that, yeah.
Definitely gives the girls an opportunity.
Yeah.
They don't have to run overseas to be able to, display their talents. They can do it right here, even though a lot of the WNBA players is cuckoo. Oh, man, you said you had something you wanted to bring up over there.
A lot of people were comparing this Cavs team because, I heard today on the radio that this is the worst team to ever make the finals. I don't know about that. But a lot of people have been comparing them to the 1975 Golden State Warriors who won the NBA championship. It was Rick Barry and Jamal Wilkes, who you know from Lakers fame and all that. A bunch of guys we've never heard of, but then I looked, and that 75 team was averaging 108 points a game, first in the league. So it wasn't like they came out of nowhere to do this, So I don't know if that's a good comparison or not to try to. There's been so many comparisons going on with this thing between LeBron and MJ. Are the Cavs like the Warriors? Are they like the Iverson 76ers back in the 90s? I mean, it's just, no, this is the 2015 Cleveland Cavaliers. Right. This is LeBron James. No, he's not Michael Jordan. No, he's not Magic Johnson. But by the same token, Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson aren't LeBron James. Why can't we have all three?
I mean, nobody never called Jordan Dr. J.
No.
Nobody ever called Dr. J whoever he looked up to.
Connie Hawkins, maybe, I guess.
I mean, but you never heard nobody say Dr. J is Connie Hawkins, or you know what I'm saying? That's Dr. J. That's Michael Jordan. LeBron, like you said, LeBron is LeBron James. You can't compare him. He's in a class of his own. Jordan wasn't 6'7", 260 pounds.
No.
That can handle the ball, shoot, rebound, and make everybody on his team better. This man is averaging 8.3 assists.
Yeah.
Leading all players in assists in the finals.
I guess my thing is, I just don't understand why it's so important to people whether or not he's like either better than Jordan, better than Bird. I mean, why can't we have all of them? Why can't we go, hey, you know what? In my lifetime, I've been lucky enough to watch Dr. J, Kareem, Magic, Bird, McHale, Jordan, Isaiah, those great Pistons teams. I mean, and to me, I can't sit here and honestly say that the 85 Lakers are better than the last year's Spurs or whatever. I just don't get mostly with LeBron, I don't get the comparisons. Why can't he just be LeBron James? Why does he got to be somebody else?
It's just an all good and fun debate.
I know that,
but and then it's really to be compared to Jordan, even if you is in second place, come second. But that's awesome.
That's not what I'm saying, though. What I'm saying is as far as, like I said, to me, this is like watching LeBron James go out and do what Magic did in the 1980 finals, 3 nights in a row. And everybody's like, well, yeah, but he's still not shooting that great. Or, yeah, but he's still not Michael Jordan. Well, why can't we just go, hey, you know what? Maybe he's not Michael Jordan, but this is still a pretty damn impressive run of basketball we're seeing here.
That was another bringing up Magic the other day. Magic has 32 NBA playoff triple-doubles. LeBron has 12.
Really?
I was like, what? Because they made it seem like he's chasing Magic, like maybe he was 3 away, and he's like 20 triple-doubles away.
Well.
But you have to admit that Magic triple doubles wasn't 40, 16, and 10.
Magic's would be like 12,
yeah.
12, and 12. You
right.
know?
There wasn't no 40 in there. Like,
he could score when he wanted
amazing.
to. If he showed that in that game I keep referring to. Magic could score when he wanted to. But when you got Worthy, Kareem, and Byron Scott, you don't need to score as much.
Right. Right.
But I don't know. I get it. I get why you want to make the comparisons. It's fun. But I think that people are so concerned about LeBron James versus Michael Jordan that they're missing. They're like letting just a truly great performance slide by. By comparing it, it's like just sit back and enjoy it. We'll worry about the other nonsense down the road.
And it's already too late to even really try to compare the two. I mean, because like you say, he's LeBron and Jordan is Jordan. LeBron would never be able to go 6-0 in the finals now. You know what I'm saying? That's already done. He'll never be able to win 6 straight final MVPs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there's things that LeBron has done that Jordan won't be able to do. Like
5 straight.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Jordan, he did cancel out and go play baseball, but he would have been.
Oh, he would have had 8 in a row if he
Right,
doesn't do that. I mean, I always feel bad for those 2 Rockets teams, man.
Right.
Everybody goes, you know what?
That wouldn't have been.
That ain't happening if Michael Jordan's still playing. Yeah.
And they had some awesome teams down there in Houston too. But the Knicks wasn't the Bulls.
No,
definitely.
But anyway, back to the series. So, what do you think? What do you like so far?
This, like you say, this next game, Game 4, is going to be a pivotal game. I'm expecting Curry to have a big game. He is the MVP, and it's just a matter of, I mean, we've been saying Curry been being shut down, but 26, 19, and 27 isn't really that bad for an MVP. Especially somebody that's being shut down. I would love to have 19 points and you tell me I was shut down.
I think he had a little bit of deer in the headlights, like, wow, this is the finals. This isn't like playing the Memphis Grizzlies in the playoffs. This isn't like playing Sacramento in February. A little bit. But even despite all that, he still showed flashes in all 3 games. For everybody to say like he just did, I mean, he really showed up as the Steph Curry we know in the fourth quarter.
In winning time. In all 3 games, though. In all 3 games, he stepped up to the plate in winning time.
You're talking about, I'm going to mess his name up here. The kid,
Dellavedova, we're just going to call him Deli.
Deli, yeah. You talk about him as an MVP. I'm going to throw one out at you here, too. If the Warriors win, how about giving Andre Iguodala a little bit of a look? Played a great game in Game 1.
I mean, and has been doing the best job you could do on LeBron.
Well, that's what I mean. It's hard to say that a guy's been playing LeBron tough when LeBron's putting 40 a game up, but that's where you get to that shooting percentage a little bit. Now, you don't want to criticize him for it, but because who else is going to take those shots beside LeBron anyway,
Nobody else on the team to take the shots right now.
But I think if Iguodala's not playing the defense as well as he has been, LeBron might be scoring 60.
Easily.
Yeah, because he's contesting the shots and all that. So.
And Green has been doing a good job of giving up his 5 fouls, making sure that LeBron feel all 5 or 6 fouls that he gets from Green.
He's driven the lane a few times, and it was reminiscent of Bill Laimbeer back in the day.
Well,
Rick Mahorn.
Green grew up watching those guys.
Yeah,
yeah, man, I'm extremely excited. Like I say, this Game 4, if the Cavaliers can pull this one out in front of their home crowd, it's going to be trouble. It's definitely going to be trouble. Game 6 is starting to look like a closeout game. I don't see them closing it out in Golden State.
No. To me, the key to the series is if the Cavs can win and get up 3-1, they've got the room to have a bad game and still win the series.
Game.
If it leaves here tied, I don't like their chances so well.
Let me ask you this: we got LeBron averaging 40 points. Is it a bad game for LeBron 25?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think if
everybody else can pick up the scoring, so that's the question.
I think that would be a loss if you get LeBron with 25.
Yeah,
that's what the Golden State Warriors want. If we could get LeBron, because they letting him shoot. They're giving him the jumper. It's not like they're defending the jumper. They're trying to stop him from driving to the basket.
Right.
So if he give you 25 points and Golden State score 100 points.
But here's the thing.
That's a win.
The thing with that is that if you hold LeBron to 25, that'd be great. And I don't think it's a bad game for LeBron. But you better hope that Dellavedova is scoring 20 again. You better hope that J.R. Smith is going to let you know, because if you hold LeBron to 25 and these other guys all play exactly the same, the Cavs won't win another game in the series.
Won't win another game.
Not a single one, no.
And that's the other thing. That's the comparison that you've been getting a lot of since last night's game. I've been hearing through the social media and different websites. Golden State just went through this with Memphis. They were playing a physical team. down 2-1, and they came back.
Yep.
And I mean, Golden State has a lot of fight in them. They've been down double digits in all 3 of these games, and showed that. Last night when they were down 17, everybody was looking at me like, you know it's over, right? I'm like, man, this is Golden State, man.
No, and this is the NBA Finals, too. And you know when it's over, when the clock hits zero and your guys have the most points. That's it.
That was the other thing. It was like 50 seconds left in the game. They were up 9, and everybody I was sitting around with, we was all like, you know this game over, right? Then it was 20 seconds left in the game, and I said, now y'all know 30 seconds ago we said the game over, and ain't nobody moved. We all still sitting here.
When you can see, okay, like the Cavs would come down and get up by 5 again. Boom. Warriors come back down, hit ball with Curry, whoosh, bam, that's it. And there's 3 points of your lead gone just like that.
Man, I don't understand. Kudos to Curry, man, because I don't know how he be getting off some of those shots, man.
There was one, like I said, I think it might have been maybe the second to last one he hit last night where I thought, how in the world did he do that?
Folks try to say, they try to compare him and Reggie Miller as far as shooting. I have to say, Curry to me is a better shooter than Reggie Miller. Yeah. Reggie Miller was a catch and shoot guy. Curry can get it off the dribble. Or catch and shoot. Like, what is this dude doing?
And that's what I'm talking about with the comparison thing, though. When we say that Steph Curry's a better shooter than Reggie Miller, that's not taking a thing away from Reggie Miller.
No, it's not.
But Steph Curry, honestly, to me, probably the best shooter, just pure shooter I've ever seen. I mean, the dude can just flat out drop it in from anywhere.
Anywhere, just like... It's amazing, man. It's amazing because that corner 3 he hit last night. Yeah. I didn't even it looked like he was behind the backboard or something. It just was all splash.
Yeah, it's like it goes up, and too. Quarter of the way up, you're like, that's in. You can just tell.
Right.
It's a really cool thing to watch.
And then your man Klay Thompson hasn't been playing shabby. So I'm expecting a big breakout game from both of them tomorrow, Thursday.
Klay Thompson, he was key in that first game because they really shut Curry down. What did Curry get in game 1? 19, 12?
26.
Oh, was that?
26 the first game, 19 the second, 27 last night.
But Thompson he was over 30.
He had 34 the second game. Yeah.
But I do think that for the Cavs to win this, they've got to win Game 4. Mm-hmm. And then that sets it up in their favor. If it gets out of here 2-2, I'm not liking their chances so much.
Well, Greg, we got to get ready to get out of here.
Man, that went quick.
Do you know that the next time we meet up here for the sports show, the Cleveland Cavaliers could be NBA World Champions?
Imagine that, huh?
Oh, my God.
Imagine
it's like...
that.
We could be live from the parade next Tuesday. You never know. So, make sure y'all tune in to Game 4 tomorrow.
Right. I just want to say, since I'm sitting in for Alex, I represented accordingly. Wore my jersey, my hat, got the playoff beard going.
It's
so
down.
There you go.
It's definitely going. I can't wait to see tomorrow night's game. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Sports Show. That's the original Big Homie,
Greg Haney.
And I'm Ty House. Until next week, peace.
Go Cavs.
Serving Amherst and Amherst Township, your hometown television station, Amherst City Cable.